What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Talking TV with Lex, and today we are talking Insecure Season 4 Episode 6. Truthfully, this will probably be my shortest review yet because, if I can be honest, I kind of thought this episode was a little boring. On top of being boring, I feel like it's not really a lot to really talk about. When I found out that Insecure was gonna have 10 episodes instead of 8 like they normally do, I was really excited to be getting the extra episodes. But truthfully, if they're gonna be using their extra episodes with filler fluff episodes like this, then in my opinion, I feel like they can just keep them, because truthfully, I don't feel like this really did anything for the show or for the situation with Molly and Issa. It was Issa running around doing good deeds and having a moment with her mother, and that was it. But for the sake of continuing on with doing the Insecure reviews, I'm going to quickly talk about what I thought about and some things that were kind of something that can be talked about in the episode. It's just probably going to be super duper quick. But if you are interested in seeing what I thought about this episode, then please continue to watch. Start off, and Issa seems a little down, and even though I've been taking up for Molly, I was a little bit mad at her in the beginning for the sake that this is supposed to be a happy moment for Issa. The block party was a complete success. People are leaving her comments telling her how great it was and asking when's the next one. But she can't even be excited about, this amazing thing that she did, because she's kind of still reeling over the fight that she had with Molly and over the things that Molly had to say about her. Sometimes it takes other people saying things to validate what you already think about herself. I truthfully believe that Issa probably already deep down thought that she was a user, because if she didn't think that she was a user, she wouldn't be reeling off the fact that Molly called her that, and she wouldn't have spent an entire episode trying to make herself feel better for being that person by doing nice things for other people. This episode could have just been Issa doing some good works because she wanted to, but for me as a viewer, it felt like she was just trying to do some things to make her feel better because she feels like a shitty person because Molly made her feel like a shitty person. But at the same time, I feel like if you don't believe something about yourself and somebody calls you that, then you're not going to really give much thought to it. But I guess because it was Molly, and because she may have already felt these insecurities, no pun intended, about herself, that she's starting to feel like maybe she is this person and she feels like she needs to do right. So kudos to Issa for doing some good deeds. She helped a pregnant lady. She gave an old man a ride. She ended up meeting some women at a sip and paint, was super nice to them, gave them wine, bonded with them. But it ended up backfiring on her because they ended up running out and leaving her with the bill. It was all a part of just having something fun to do for her bachelorette weekend. It didn't have anything to do with making friends or, them hanging out. They were just kind of basically just using Issa. So it's funny that, the user actually ended up being the one getting used. Maybe that's what they were trying to show on the show, since pretty much everybody who she helped was using her in a way. I don't know, but the user got used, and then she ended up going to see her mom, which I'm surprised they have so much with her mom and her brother this season. Well, I guess not surprised that they have so much with them, but why they never had so much of them beforehand. This is the second time we've seen Issa's mom, and are getting to know a little bit more about her family. So I wonder why they decided to do that this season. Maybe because Issa doesn't really have anybody right now. She's not talking to Molly, and now she's ignoring Kelly's phone calls. I guess she's just trying to push away all her friends at this point. But I guess I get why she was ignoring Kelly, because she doesn't want to hear, oh, make up with Molly, because she knows that's why Kelly is calling. The episode ends with Issa going to the restaurant that we actually met her and Molly in on the very first episode of the show. I don't know if anybody else peeped that, the Ethiopian restaurant. That, that was the first time that we met Molly as Issa's friend, when she took Issa there for her birthday on the very first episode. And now it's funny, they're running into each other at that restaurant and she won't even go in and talk to her. So it's crazy how things change. I love that they did that. They kind of made things full circle with, they started out as friends in that place, and now they're at a weird place in their relationship. And truthfully, because they were at that place, I thought that Issa was going to go in. That was going to be the place where they bring their friendship back together. I thought that was going to be the full circle moment. But I guess it's interesting to show how you can go from being in one place with someone and then being in a completely different place at another time. It's actually a little sad, that becomes y'all's place, and now you can't even go in there if the other person is in there. It's really, really sad. So I guess the true discussion in this episode is who should be apologizing to who. You know, we don't see Kelly calling Molly. It seems like the next episode is going to be Molly's episode, so maybe that's when we'll see Kelly reaching out to Issa. But it seems like Kelly's trying to get somebody to apologize to other, and both feel like they shouldn't be the ones to reach out and apologize. So who do you think should be the one to apologize? Let me know in the comments. For me, I know y'all probably already feel like I'm going to say Molly. Well, I'm going to say that Issa should be apologizing to Molly. But truthfully, I don't know who should be apologizing to who in this situation. I feel like they're both wrong in the situation. So maybe this should just be a situation where they just kind of just mend fences and let bygones be bygones and kind of just let things pass. They definitely should have a conversation. But as far as waiting on the other person to apologize, I just feel like it's never going to happen. And I feel like they're both in a position where one did the other wrong and vice versa, and they kind of know that. Like, I feel like Issa wouldn't even be grappling with whether or not she should be reaching out first if she didn't feel like she didn't do anything wrong. But the question is, do they even want to be friends again, you know? Are they just deciding that maybe they've just outgrown the relationship? Was Issa trying to hang out with that group of girls because she wanted to make a new group of friends? To me, it always felt like Issa was trying to replace Molly with Condola, and now that Condola has ghosted on her, it seems like she's trying to find a new replacement. So maybe that's what she was trying to do when she met those girls. And maybe that means that she doesn't feel like she needs a friendship with Molly because she can just find another friend somewhere else, or just become friends with her mom, I guess. I don't know. That pretty much wraps up this review. I told you it would be short, but they didn't really give us nothing this episode. And truthfully, unless Andrew and Molly are gonna break up or get engaged or something cinematic like that in the next episode doesn't feel all that great either. Like I said in the beginning of the review, you know, it's great to have 2 extra episodes in the season. We usually get 8 and now we're getting 10, but they're giving us a bunch of episodes full of fluff, and it's like I would rather just have the 8 episodes and things actually going on. But still love this show. I think it still sparks some sort of conversation because there's been a lot of debate on Twitter about who should apologize to who. But as far as the entertainment value and this episode really contributing to the overall story of the season, it just did not do that for me. But let me know what you think below in the comments. Make sure you like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to my channel if you don't already, and make sure to turn on those notifications so you know anytime I drop a new video. That's all for now, but I'll see you in the next review. Bye guys.